Hello, and welcome to Learning Excel 2016. My name is Mike Henry, and this is the sixth video from Chapter 1. In this video, we're going to take a look at basic formatting. We're going to format some text, some numbers, and dates. Formatting is really making it look a certain way, and that's what we're going to do, is learn how to make things look a certain way. So in this video, before we get going, we need to understand the concept of content versus formatting. So right now, content, what we want to understand that is content is what's in the cells. So in this case, in this cell is the name Mike. In this cell, which looks kind of funny right now because it looks like railroad tracks, when you click on it, you can see there's a date in there, May 18th, 2011. So we've got content. Content is what's inside the cell. Now formatting is how the cell looks. And we're going to take a look at the formatting aspect, making things look pretty, making the information presentable to us. So in this case, we can see right away that these are dates here, but we can't see the dates because actually it's not wide enough. And when it comes to numbers and dates, if you make the cell too small, what's going to happen is it's going to say you can't see what the whole thing is, so I'm just going to give you railroad tracks. Now that's different with text, because here you can't see Lisa's whole last name, Lombardozzi, but it says text, you can figure out something's wrong. Numbers, you might not be able to. So in this case, if I best fit this, which is a type of formatting, you can see that I immediately can see all the dates. Just like if I best fit this, I can immediately see the names. So best fitting is a type of formatting. Now another type of formatting is we've got a lot of information here, but we don't know what these columns mean. It would be nice for us to understand that column, and maybe titles above it would help us. So we would like to have that all come down a little so we can do that. Now I could just click on this name here and hit the word insert, and you can see it inserts one cell above. But that's not really what I want to do. That's kind of a hard work. So if I actually do insert here and I say insert a whole row, you'll see that I get a whole row across here, and now that looks pretty good because I could type in here name, and then I would get the person's name. I could put in here maybe age, and over here I could hit a date, and maybe this is the date they joined. So date, we'll just put that, and then here might be their fee. This is their membership fee for the date they joined our organization. So now we have these columns that give us more information. So some other things that I want you to look at when it comes to formatting. All these things up here where it says font, alignment, and numbers, these are all our formatting things. They're just like what we learned in Microsoft Word. So maybe this grouping up here, because that's the titles, we want that to be bolded. So I can click here and hit bold. Okay. Maybe I really want them to stand out and pop, so I could put them in italicize. I could change their size. I could make them a little bit bigger. You see as I change size it gets bigger. So maybe I'll change that to be a little bit bigger and it's bolded. I could change the font style. So I can come in here and maybe I want those to be a Bakerville Old Face. So I can put that in there and change that versus these. So you can see formatting with this works really quickly. Now if I click these and just hit the underline button, you notice that it's underlining the word only, and that might not be what you want. So I re-click the underline, and I can see I could put a double underline, and you look at that and you get two underlines and you go, that's still not what I want. I'd like a line all the way across. So instead you come back and you remove the underline totally. You can see I've got rid of the underline. I highlight these again, and then this right here gives us borders. And so maybe I want a border underneath those, and I'll use this one right here, a thick bottom border, which is a bolded border. And now you can see I get a line all the way across. So this is another type of formatting. If you want this to pop out a little bit more, maybe you would take this and you'd say I'm going to make that blue color up here, so it's a light blue, and then all the names and important things down here, I might decide to make that in a much lighter color blue. So now I begin to make things stand out and pop. So let's take a look at some other types of formatting we can do. I could take the dates here and I could move them from this side to the center to the other side. So I'm just going to open up this column a little bit, and you can see how I'm moving dates in and around inside of there. Maybe I would take the word date and I'll center it, but the dates themselves, maybe I want them to be on this side. We saw before that numbers will always be on one side of the side, but we can always move numbers around. So this gives you the formatting and alignment. Let's just take this row right here really wide. I could take this date and put it in the center, or I could put it at the top of the cell. So you have the ability to move this date in there. So I could put it center and put it right dead center. I could put it upper and over to the side. This gives you that ability. I also could change the alignment to show this to be vertical. Obviously that was not big enough, so I can put the date that way. Or I could change the vertical up on a slight slant, make that this way. These are your alignment kind of controls that we have for dates here. And I'm just going to put that back. Let's take that right back to, all right, I'm just going to do a quick undo here, and we'll bring that back to where it was, and we'll bring this back to a fit. Here are numbers that represent money. So I could put a $sign on there. You can see when I put a $sign, it wasn't big enough because it put the cents in there. So now I've got my $sign. If I didn't want the cents, I just wanted the dollars, I could decrease the decimal places. So now I've got dollars here. So you have the ability to change this. Also with dates, you have the ability to come up here and change the date from a short date to a long date. And obviously we'd have to make that a little bit bigger. So we have a tremendous amount of control of what we can do from a formatting perspective. With numbers, with dates, with text, we can make it look the way we want to. The key to this is make sure this helps deliver your message. Making things really colorful with lots of changes to it, if it doesn't help the reader read it and it doesn't help the message get delivered, then you're wasting your time. So that's a quick look at basic formatting. So now we all understand the idea of content versus formatting. Content is what's inside the cells. Those are the math formulas. Those are the numbers or the words. And we understand now that formatting is how it looks. It might be red color. It might have a yellow background. We can make the sizes different. We've learned how to take care of text, numbers, and dates. And we learned that the format should help deliver the message. We don't make lots of changes if it doesn't help deliver the message to the end user.